We just gonna get into it. Our parents didn't have many choices. They lost their voices before they learned to speak and took pledges of allegiance in their seats with their receiving hand over their heart and swore an oath to a country that trained them for an easy defeat. The truth is not for the easily offended. To the boys dressed as men, still pretending. Daddy, please don't hit me because you're scared to lose me. Please don't hurt me because now I'm afraid to fight back. You beat me senseless until I lost my senses. You beat me, a kid who's defenseless. How can you defend this? I learned to accept abuse from the ones that I depend on, the ones that love me. Maybe it was your faded memory. Maybe you think that getting a switch from a tree was something we got from our ancestry. Nah, we got that from them. We didn't have black belts with 2 rows of leather holes and big buckles made from leather that tatted my legs with welt when I was crying out for love and help. I couldn't feel in class, but I could feel that leather on my ass from that belt. Black boy already had difficulty feeling safe since I was born. When I was cut from Desiree's womb and torn from her umbilical cord, she hemorrhaged. From that day, I had a penchant for trauma. How do you want a butterfly to express its colors and flowers to bloom when fear got these caterpillars trapped in cocoons? Please don't hit me again and tell me not to cry. That shit is conflicting. Where does this energy go if energy never dies? How can we release our pain if men never cry? So I suppress that shit and holding everything inside until the pressure busts a pipe or a blood vessel in my brain and the compassion turns to ashes. That passion that was once caged turns into self-hatred and rage because the people who beat me first and love me first are one and the same. I've grown sick of complaining about these cycles instead of breaking these chains. So today we could collectively heal the trauma in our DNA and agree to make a change.
One more?
And I know everybody in here too. I've been on all the stages with almost all the poets here. And we all know about the magic. We all talk about all the stories. They took away our stuff. Let's bring the magic back now. Like, you know what's up, right? So we just gonna bring the energy together collectively here. We're gonna take 3 breaths. I'm gonna lead them up. We're gonna hold it for a couple seconds and let it go down. On the 3rd one, we're gonna smile on the release. I'm gonna breathe in and we're going, ah, on the way out. We're gonna connect this energy. All right, on 3, let's breathe it in. Hold it. Exhale slow. 1 more together. Hold on to that. Let that go. Let's smile and breathe it in now. And yeah, let's use all that alchemy and all this knowledge we know today. Like, it's old, but the magic is here. It ain't go nowhere. We just not using it. Let's use that. All right. It's my last piece. It's inspired by social media. Our best and worst enemies, right? Keep us all connected, but also keeps us like addicted. Like I had to watch myself one day. I was mindlessly scrolling. You know, our thumbs have become mindlessly scrollers, and I was like, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, why do I keep picking up this phone and I don't have nothing to do? And I just realized I was bored and I wasn't engaged, and I had to give it up a little bit. So I'm on a social media and phone detox. All right, where we at with this one? I just want to eat grapes and watermelons with the seeds in them.
Come on.
And connect with each other like the roots and the leaves again. I want to spit seeds in the dirt, watch the earth spill water, split the germ, and watch it rise into a tree again. I just want to use my 6 senses and interact with the world with my godlike lenses. I just want to go to the supermarket and eat fruits with the seeds in them. And then go online and be the real me on social media. And not a seedless fruit on a shelf, connected to lies for likes, disconnected from self. How comfortable have we become with the lies we tell? We were the apples that fell far from the tree. The apples the farmers forgot to harvest. The seedless fruit with no history, origins, or borders. The seedless fruits, disconnected from our roots, can't stand on the land we came from and don't know our fathers. And we spew these characters and these words like chemicals for reactions, empty pictures, empty smiles, empty caption with your favorite rapper's caption. You smiling like you want to remember this memory better than when it's actually happening. but your soul can't get on this plane with all that baggage. I'm convinced, though, that social media is turning us into sociopaths. We living our life becoming living our lives in our palms, becoming less mobile, living behind a screen, becoming less courageous and more vocal from a distance. That's signs of being antisocial, leaving yourself open and exposed to all these opinions, being emotional and vulnerable. But I had to remind myself to have a little bit of compassion, because after all, we're a society without morals. A society that values hot dog, french fries over raw food. A society that values how much followers you have over what you actually do. You verified with that blue check, but you like a quarter tank of gas. You're still an empty vessel. I like my meals cooked. That's whole food. I like my connections real. That's soul food. I like my relationship seasoned, spirited, and sprouted. No fast food. We are more than fruitless avatars living behind a screen. We have to connect fruit back to seed to stop pretending to be. We have two options. We can live a lie or die expressing our truth. We can be ripe and fresh or bittersweet, like a seedless fruit. Peace.
Peace.